So what's up YouTube? Welcome to another video from my channel. Today the ride for the day is this Java Classic, the classic motorcycle from the Classic Legends brand, which is ongoing in the market in collaboration with Mahindra two-wheelers. Now coming to the engine specifications, it has this 295cc single cylinder motor which produces about 27 bhp of power and 27.2 newton meters of torque. The weight is kind of at a heavier side because it weighs about 175 kgs and all, thanks to the metal body of this motorcycle. But to be honest, it's coping up well with the weight. I can feel one thing, that the suspension is kind of okay. It's kind of stiffly sprung. You can see the road condition is pretty bad in here, and engine smoothness is pretty good. Oh, this is some serious acceleration going on. Looking about the speedometer, you can see it climbs up anti-clockwise. It's unlike any other speedometer which you see in the segment. Now speaking of the smoothness, the engine is pretty smooth. I'm revving hard. You don't actually see a tachometer in this motorcycle, that's why you don't get to know how much fast the engine is revving. Oh, the brakes are pretty nice. So it has got this 300mm rotor in the front, which is pretty good. The rear brake has single channel ABS, that's why you can kind of lock it up quite often, and the flickability of the motorcycle is pretty good. Engine braking is kind of sad, but it's alright. Now this is a short stroke motor, unlike any cruiser you can find in the segment. Especially the main fight of this motorcycle is with the Royal Enfield Classic 350 and the recently launched Meteor 350, and also the Honda Highness 350, which you see in the market recently. But the thing is that Java produces the most amount of power out of this motorcycle. Just for being a short stroke motorcycle, it does a pretty good job, and the torque output is also nice, keeping the nature of the motorcycle cruiser. It's meant to have a better torque curve, and that's what you can see here. So the bar and mirrors you can see, which kind of take away the rear view of the motorcycle, but it looks cool. Now speaking about the engine heating of this motorcycle, I can feel a tad bit of weight. It's a liquid cool motor, but I can actually feel a tad bit of heat because my heel is touching the engine casing, which is actually quite annoying sometimes, but you need to be cautious. And I'm riding this Java motorcycle for the first time, that's why I'm not quite used to. As you can see, I'm riding this motorcycle at kind of deadlock traffic, and it's quite coping up good. I can feel the heat quite a bit, but being a liquid cool motor, this much is pretty acceptable. Now this 300cc engine is a gem, to be honest, because the punch you get for the minute overtakes is pretty much usable in the city, to be honest. This slight amount of buzz in the top end. Another thing I am feeling about this motorcycle is that the exhaust note is kind of resembling a Triumph motorcycle, because it's quite whistly, and it's actually good. It's a rumble, not anything bassy. To be honest, if you are opting for the single channel ABS model, you should use the front brake at the most, because even whenever you touch the rear brake na, the bike will tend to skid, and that's not going to go well until and unless you know how to counter steer your motorcycle or counterbalance it when, in case of a skid. But ठीक है सर. Now, as you can see, this is the motorcycle, the Java Classic. Now, the Java motorcycles has mainly 3 motorcycles in the whole lineup, and this is the Classic, and it has other 2 motorcycles, namely the Java 42 and the Java Perak. 3 of the motorcycles shares the same engine, the same characteristics, the similar chassis, but only difference is this is the Classic model with this sort of headlight cowl, which you get a speedometer housing and headlight cowl at the same time, and it's a classic paint scheme. You can see this looks pretty good in white color. It attracts quite attention, and this is chrome. Now, speaking about the finishing of this thing, you can see the welding points. The welding points that you can see here is not pretty convincing, but still it's pretty well put together, at least better in quality than the Royal Enfield that I feel, especially the switch gear, which you can see here. Switch gear is also good. Now, this has the spoke rim, and the tire size is 18-inch rim at the front, and you have this MRF tires, which are pretty good. As you can see, the road condition is not that good, but still it's riding well. Now, at the rear we have, so it's a 17-incher, the spoke rims, which is not tubeless. For the city, I prefer a tubeless tire, but you're not going to go off-road with this motorcycle because the ground clearance is okay. It's not pretty good, but it's okay for the city rides and your commuting duties, even for long touring, right? Straight away you can see it looks quite muscular with this tank shrouds over this telescopic forks. This is the tank shroud, and this is already kept in a housing. The total speedometer and the headlight is kind of kept in a housing. Now, speaking about the speedometer, it offers very basic information. This needle goes anti-clockwise, and it's quite unique. And you have this fuel meter, you have this odometer, you have all the digital lights and this Java logo, and you have this fuel filler cap here, which says since 1929. It's a classic Java thing. And you can see you have chrome here, the chrome part, and this is the Java badging. The Java logo is engraved into the fuel tank, and also you have this Java badging here. Now, coming to the side, you have this side cowl, which is sort of a place to keep your stuff. You have the rear shockers. Now, speaking about the seat is pretty soft. The pillion seat is pretty good, and you have this flat seat setup, which goes well with the type of the nature of the motorcycle. You have this extended panel, which actually goes well. Now, the body is purely metal, while this is plastic. This is the engine, the 300cc single cylinder, and this is the rear end of the motorcycle with dual exhaust. It sounds pretty good with the dual exhaust, and the way the engine is packaged with the twin exhaust, it looks like a twin cylinder motorcycle, which is not. You have this big radiator here. It's a liquid cooled motor, and you have this coolant filler cap, and the classic placement of the ignition key for handle lock and unlocking the motorcycle, and as well as the ignition. It goes well. You have this kind of a chrome guard for the EFI system. It's no more fuel injected, and it's a BS6 compliant engine. You have this beautiful horn setup here. You have these indicators, and moreover, if you speak about the design, it turns head. It's quite large from the front end, but it shortens up in the rear end. And speaking about the tail light of the motorcycle, the tail light is pretty small, but it does the job, and it looks quite unique. and it's about the uniqueness in the motorcycle which attracts the attention. You have this bar and mirrors. Now, as I told, the bar and mirrors doesn't do a good purpose. As always, it's not like any conventional mirror. You have this, yeah, you have this Java branding. If you ask about my verdict, it's a pretty good purchase for the on-road price of about 2,05,000 rupees. 5 to 10 it will vary according to the state. Now this is a pretty good purchase for that rate. So guys, this was all about this Java Classic that you saw in the video. I hope you liked the video. So like, share, subscribe to this channel. So guys, this is the Prince Car Plaza which you're seeing in front of me. It's the showroom, and it deals with brand new motorcycles from Benelli, Aprilia, Java, and also different companies. So I will put up the phone number and the location of the showroom of Google Maps in the description. Yeah, please check it out. In case of any inquiries, feel free to call them and discuss.